Hello world, my name is Paul with the Backyard Hibachi. Welcome back to the channel. I recently received some knives from a company based out in Japan. We're gonna review this knife, we're gonna put it through its paces and see what it's all about. This thing is super sharp. Not even joking, guys, check this out. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we're working with. So we have a Santoku knife here. Santoku means 3 uses, 3 virtuals, vegetables, meat, and fish. We're gonna go ahead and prep all 3 of these things and see what this knife is really about. They also sent me a rust eraser. The carbon forged knives tend to rust around the edge, especially if you're cutting acidic foods, tomatoes, lemons, things of that nature. So you really have to protect these knives from rust. There's also a sabiki oil that you can rub on the knives to help prevent rust. I can show you guys in a later video. I usually like to put sabiki oil on it after I sharpen the knives. So look out for that video. I'll share how to maintain carbon knives along with stainless steel knives as well. So this company has a pretty inspiring story. The founder, Hiroyuki Tezawa, he wanted to preserve the traditional forging techniques used in Japan. So he ended up collaborating with a 100-year-old based company out of Tosa, Japan. So the blacksmiths in Tosa, Japan are traditional for their samurai swords. A lot of the traditional based forging companies have turned to knife making or even manufacturing golf clubs as well. And let's go ahead and open up this rust eraser. With a rust eraser, you're going to want to soak it in some water. And this is what I do with all my whetstones as well, is I have them soaked in water, ready to go whenever I'm ready to sharpen my knives. I would just drop it in some water like so. You'll see that there's some air bubbles coming up, and this is what you're trying to do, is trying to get out all the air from the stone. And if you guys want to get your hands on these forged knives, I'll have a link in the description below. If you do decide to use that link, I just want to thank you in advance. It does help support the channel. This knife feels really good in hand. It has a octagonal shaped handle, which you pay a premium for, but it does feel really good in the hand. It's more of an ergonomical shape that fits the hand very well, and it's fit for left hand or right hand. Some of these knives, they come with a D shape. They call it a D shape, but the D shape, you have to get knives that are specifically made for the left or the right hand. All right, as we mentioned before, this is a Santoku knife. This is about 6.5 inches, 165 millimeters. The blade is made from an ergonomic carbon steel number 2. This has a hardness and a Rockwood scale of 62 to 63, which will give it a very high edge retention. This is hand forged. The handle here is made from walnut, also plywood for the bolster. The finish is karochi. So you've seen some slicing and you've seen the push cuts. Now we're going to use rocking motion to chop up these green onions. Got some red tilapia here. We're gonna go ahead and break this down. I just caught this fish in the pond behind me. Got this fish at Costco. So red tilapia, we're gonna break it down. Usually I use a deba for this, also a traditional Japanese knife. That one is a single bevel, and that one is made specifically for my left hand. So let's go ahead and break this down with the Santoku. All right, first we're gonna get behind the skill. And we'll take it all the way down to the bone. And we'll go ahead and do that to the other side as well. And on this front section here, we're just going to make a line. just gonna kind of ride the bone all the way down. So I do that a couple times. And then on this under section here, we're just gonna come right above this back fin. And we'll do that a couple times as well. So the Santoku was able to fillet the fish with ease. So let's go ahead and grab some steak. I think we're gonna turn on the grill, and then we're gonna go ahead and use this as a griddle knife and see how it holds up against the flat top. So I've got the grill up to temperature. It should be around 420, 450. Right now we're across the smoke point, so we're right around 460 maybe. So what we're gonna do is just turn it down to medium low. Then we'll go ahead and spread some oil onto the grill. Let's go ahead and spread the oil. We're gonna keep it very simple today. We're just gonna be using a piece of ribeye. We're just gonna salt them up, and then we're gonna test the knife on the grill. Let's go ahead and cut a little bit of this fat off, and we'll go ahead and use this fat and render some of it down for the steak. Alright, let's go ahead and see what it can do. So if you wanted to use this knife for hibachi, this is actually excellently weighted. You can put it back into your scabbard. You can do shows with this knife as well. The balance point is right here that's the perfect balance point, right where you should be gripping the knife. That's very, very nicely balanced. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that review. In conclusion, some of the best carbon forged knives that I've had out of the box. So I'm going to leave you with the links down in the description below. Shout out to Yoshimune Knives for sending out this knife. Excellent product. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.